Hello and welcome back to another Friday night here at Heroes and Hooligans, where we are playing Concentricity Echoes of Eden, lucky episode 13. Last time we left off, our party, or most of our party, began in an alleyway in the port city ruled by the Eco Harmony Collective. Yek Ruda was far away, across town, waiting in an entertainers club as the others discussed their plans to gain some legal protection and, unfortunately, meet with Yakruda to discuss a threat that she had made against Archie Edric's parents. Aurora Rory Avard was taking Mark Swink-Gedge's original datapad, hacked with a tracker jacker by Yakruda, to throw her off the trail a little as Aurora boarded the train back to her hometown, the Technoblock Consortium. Dr. Archie Edric and Lillian made their way over to the noodle bar where they were supposed to meet Yakruda after receiving some heavily paid for medical treatment with back-to-packs that they grabbed out of first aid kits. And Mark Swink-Gedge made his way over to the Protectorate forces where he was there to file a report about the bombing and inform them that it was a consortium bomb. Mark quickly found himself ushered back to Cell Block O, or the captain's office of the local protectorate, where he did a little bit of snooping and found a strange sheet of paper with no writing on it, but striations in the paper itself, and was quickly discovered by the captain, having tried to hide it alongside the filing cabinet he pulled it out of, and learned that the buildings here, at least those made of wood, are sometimes living, watching, and waiting. Aurora made her way across town, going back home with a new installation in her cybernetic arm that allowed Archie, or with the help of Dr. Archie Edric, that would allow Aurora to trigger a minor heart attack, essentially, at her will. And Yakruda plotted and planned against, or, well, as we found out by the end of the session, for Dr. Archie Edric. At their meeting, Archie was told to go home, get your parents, get your credits, and run. Never be seen again. As Yakruda had second thoughts, realizing that her lack of family didn't need to be Archie's lack as well. As Yakruda left the meeting place, she was accosted by Lillian, who was sitting there waiting and watching, and offered her a potential way out of all of this. As they went their separate ways, Archie, walking down the street, saw massive billboards flash that he, Tiara, and Lillian and Mark were all wanted for questioning in regards to the bombing at Vine and Ivy, and narrowly avoided a group of police officers who were searching the streets. Mark, still sitting in Cell Block O, divulged everything to the captain. And Rory made her way home, attempted to disable the tracker on Mark's datapad, and when she wasn't able to do it technologically, did it physically by breaking the datapad and dumping the pieces along her path of travel before hiding all of her, shall we say, illicit belongings in a secret safe house above a park, and then triggering the heart attack on a bench. And Yakruta went back to the entertainers club that she has been using as a safe house that she was informed about by the consortium. And the last thing that happened when we left off, as Archie made his way to the meeting place where he is meant to meet with Lillian, is that a hooded figure approached him from down the alley. And we're going to jump right back into it. Archie, you see a hooded figure about in combat boots walking towards you. You cannot see the face beyond the shadow of the hood.
Okay. So it's coming towards me.
Yeah, like right now it is at the other.
Suspicious or anything? Like other than it clearly wearing like a hood and everything, like trying to purposely like.
You can give me an insight.
Okie doke.
I'll let you know that you're currently about 30 feet apart as it walks down from the opposite end of the alley.
Okay. Oh, damn, that's a 19.
19?
Yeah.
You watch as this figure carefully steps, boots making no sound as they trot across the cobbled ground. And you recognize Lillian's pattern of movement.
Oh, okay.
Doctor?
You don't scare me like that again.
You knew I was supposed. You're the one who picked the meeting place.
I know that, but there's cops everywhere, Lillian. I'm just a little on edge.
If you, I understand. Have you heard back from Mark? Did you tell him to meet us here?
I haven't heard back from Mark, but Rory seems to be safe. She paged me, so.
Yes, I've been in pretty constant contact with Rory.
Okay, good.
From her last message, it seems she made it back to the consortium territory and is preparing to put your plan into place.
All right, cool, great.
Nothing from
Mark. I'm getting a little nervous.
This officer's out looking for us with those big pictures of all three of us up there. And we did send Mark to the Protectorate office. I think I have a good guess as to why we haven't heard back.
Do you think it's worth turning ourselves in?
I think it might be worth me doing so, but if you plan to take up Tiara...
I don't know what to
Tiara's recommendation to you was not a bad one.
It's not a bad one, but I also just can't leave Mark high and dry like this.
No.
I know he can fend for himself, but...
Right, why don't we go try to check on Mark discreetly, and we'll decide what to do from there.
All right.
Do you have a plan? Any ideas?
I mean, if you're up for it, I can cloak us a bit, and we can try to get in unseen. I mean, I don't know what kind of security places these people got, but it's worth a shot.
I think if Mark's back in the cells, as I think he may be, security will be a bit tighter back there, but we should be able to get into the lobby at least, unseen.
Lillian, if you were in my position, what would you do?
Go home. Get my parents. Get my money. That's a lot of credits. Could do a lot of good for a lot of people.
Credits.
But
Right.
I'm not in your situation, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get Mark.
I think I'm gonna go back.
All right. All right. You're officially wanted in the consortium, so you'll need to do something to present a false identity at the gate so you can step through. Whether that's, a false chip in your data pad, disguising yourself, or whatever, what have you.
Do you know anyone who could help me out with that before I voluntarily walk back into the lion's den like this? Anyone
I can
give
put
me a
out a
false
call.
chip?
I can send a couple of messages out, but we've got some we do have the syndicate does have some allies here in the collective, and I'm just nothing readily available, but I can ask.
Okay.
I don't have the technical know-how to make you one myself, but I could perhaps walk you through the programming a bit. Like, I've seen it done enough that with your technical skills and my second-hand knowledge, we might be able to call you something together that'll get you past just past the gate. We're still in the port, so there won't be a hard identity scan.
Yeah. I'll think of something.
Right.
Go find Mark. Make sure he's okay.
All right. Do you want me to put the call out for aid? I will say we still, all right. All right. Do you want my help getting an identity together then? Or you'll just figure it out?
I think I'll just figure it out.
All right. You're a good man, Dr. Edric.
Thank you, Lillian. I try. Whatever happens, you have my number. I'm not leaving. Yep. I'm not abandoning you guys just yet.
Well, hey, I have my number.
Well, yeah, that's true.
No, be safe, Dr. Edric. Be safe.
You too. I'll be checking in.
All right. And she walks past you out of the alley. You can see her heading in the general direction of the Protectorate Force before she drops out of your vision.
Cool. I'm gonna use that connection thing that I have with Aurora.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna page her.
Are you using the at will or the 3 a day?
The at will.
Okay.
I'm headed back to Consortium territory. I'm gonna need your help getting back in, unnoticed, undetected, and I might want your help getting my parents out safely. I know you don't need it. I will greatly compensate you for any help that I can get right now. If you can get me back down to the 13th... What level's Tony's on? 13th?
Tony was on the 17th.
Okay. If you can get me back down to the 17th level unnoticed.
So, you want to...
1 second. This was the at will.
Yeah.
And
I'm just trying to figure out what Archie... Oh, yeah, no, I gotta roll first.
First thing I'm going to need is a luck check to see if you've already given yourself a heart attack or not.
Well...
Oh, no!
You're right. I was literally thinking about that. I was like, am I just
and I'm going
out?
to tell you, since we already ran that scene where you gave the heart attack, and I confirmed that, like, through Lillian in this session, that you were about to execute the plan. This is a high luck check. This is not a 50-50.
Wait, what? I want to tell you what I got,
Just roll
but
it.
I want to know.
Roll a d20.
I did.
All right, what you get?
I got a 12.
Aurora, as you lay on a park bench,
No!
your mind floating in inky blackness. It's almost like you hear a bee buzzing around your face. And I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. +2.
But Chip, we're so nice.
A 16.
Would you like to wake up and receive the message, or would you like to stay passed out and complete your plan? Your choice.
I would know that this is coming from Archie, so I'm gonna wake up.
All right, cool. Give me that insight. It's just DC 10.
Yeah.
Making
Nat
me roll
20.
so many dice so fast.
It teetered on it teetered on 8 for a second. And then
what I'm going to say is you get the message perfectly clear, and you will not need to roll insights to understand any other messages from Archie during this conversation.
Okay, my trouble is understanding the logistics of things. So Archie, you want me to sneak you to the 17th level, or do you want me to sneak you in so you can grab your parents, then help get you to the 17th level?
That one.
Yeah,
the
both,
last one,
the second
and
one.
also help me steal my money back.
Archie wants you to help him do everything he needs to do, which is currently sneak in, steal his parents, steal his money.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, okay, bet, and then give the doctor my safe house address.
Beautiful.
Wait, that's really nearby?
Well, I will say, you're no longer passed out from a heart attack.
Yeah. But it was registered that I had a heart attack, though, right?
I mean, your body has sustained the damage, yes.
Okay. So, all right. I'm going to give him that address, and I'm going to say, find a way to get there. I'll see what I can do, but I've got a bunch of shit to figure out right now.
Cool.
And I can only help you so much.
Heard.
This only works if I can help. If I can plead my case, basically. So.
Sounds like a plan.
Also, take your shoes off when you get there. We're not animals.
And one last thing before we close out the scene.
Archie, give me your insight, actually.
Oh, okay. Ooh. That's a 13.
13 gets it. You're able to understand the message.
And the last thing I want to do in this scene is I want to take out my vibro dagger and kind of take Lillian's advice to changing my appearance to Heart real quick and just completely buzz my hair before I get on the train.
Better. That's
what
did
you think I was going to do?
Did you think I was gonna like slash his face or something?
Yes, I thought you were gonna self-mutilate so you didn't show up on facial.
Yeah, I'm gonna maim myself real quick. Hold on.
Just pull a monkey I'm giving
myself a little haircut. God.
All right. Yeah. You completely shave your head. Archie is bald.
No, it's like
you're using a dagger.
It's like Natalie Portman. It's like Natalie Portman short. Like when she had the shaved head in V for Vendetta. Did I get that reference right?
You could also truly embrace the name Archibald. if you were to be
His
fully
name is
booked.
Archimedes. That doesn't work.
I know, but you could fully
Well, hey, you need a new
embrace
identity.
Archibald.
No, it's not going to be that.
Well, I give him that address and I say, get here, be sneaky. Do not leave the apartment till I come there. Don't set foot out of it. And take your shoes off.
All right. Yakruta, safely ensconced within the Entertainers Club, you are resting after not a physically exhausting encounter, but maybe mentally and emotionally exhausting with the amount of watching and waiting you did. As you look down at the new number in your phone for Lily. You get a message from your handler as you're looking at your phone. Any updates?
I'll just text him back short and sweet and say none.
Right. You just get back a thumbs up, essentially. What are you going to get up to? As we hit the wee hours of the morning, about 1 o'clock.
Is the train station sort of similar to like New York Metro where it runs all hours, or is it one doesn't run?
This is like what is it? Think like it's an intercontinental train. Yeah, it's 24/7.
Yeah, so kind of like Amtrak or whatever, where it has like...
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Amtrak.
Okay. Yeah, so I think what she'll do is do another disguise with her disguise kit that she has. And jump a train back to familiar ground.
All right, go ahead and give me your performance check for the disguise.
Um, 19.
19. All right, you think you're pretty unrecognizable in this moment.
Well, I'm sure there's other Nova Touch that look similar. She's not the only one, so she'll hit a train and try to get back to Consortium territory.
All right, you begin to make your way to the station. Go ahead. Are you walking openly, or are you disguised and
I was
sneaking?
just going to say, I'll probably try to be as stealthy about it as possible. I've got a dirty 20 on that.
All right, cool. I will roll for our love. Okay. And you begin to make your way to the train station. As you approach the station itself, you can see that though it is still operating, security at the entrance is heavily increased from when you left. Everyone is presenting an ID badge.
Yeah, she will present her ID. She will not present the tiara one, thinking that that is probably a burned identity at this point. She'll just straight up use her regular one.
Hell yeah. You present yourself as Yakruta. And are waved through. On a natural 3 on the check to match your visible identity to the identity on the card. They're just like, yeah, it looked close enough.
Yeah, so she'll grab a ticket and jump the next train possible.
Yeah, you grab a ticket. The next train running to the consortium leaves in 47 minutes.
Is it like once you get inside, is there like those sleeping cubicles or things like
Like
that in the stands?
here as you're like in the station, it's like think airport.
Yeah, so I was thinking some airports have like lounges or built-in like hotels or
Yeah,
sleeping cubicles.
there's not any sleeping cubicles, but there is like a lounge where you can go sit and relax.
Yeah, I think she would do that, like a smoky bar or something like that, where she could tuck off in a corner and drink a bourbon until it's time to go.
Yeah, there's no like smoky bars or anything. It's it's like I said, very airport-esque. Everything's very open so that you can see, from the center of the port, you can do a 360 and see into everything and see the back of everything. But you could tuck yourself into a little corner where you're sort of obscured by the passerby and the other people here in the airport bar.
Yeah, and she'll just get a book out of her bag and bury her face in a book. It's some pop culture, popular ladies fairy smut book, more than likely.
Gotcha. All right, and you sit and read as you wait for the train.
Yeah, like reading is kind of like how she's gonna pretend to read, but like keep her eyes kind of making sure nobody's coming to approach her, things like that.
Yeah, cool. Just give me a perception quick.
Yeah. I'm not terrible at those. I got a natural 20 for 24. I got 3 good
Beautiful.
rolls in a row. I'm gonna roll shit the rest of the night.
Yeah, you don't see anybody approaching you.
Okay, yeah. So
as
that's
you-
what she'll do for 47 minutes.
All right, and we are going to cut over to Aurora Rory of Ard as you sit here on the park bench, having just awoken from a heart attack-induced, I guess, sleep.
How long have I been on that bench? How long was I out?
I'm going to say you left. You've been out for about 3 hours at this point.
Okay, so long enough, not too crazy. So it's late in the evening, or
It's like 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Okay, I'm going to call my dad.
All right. You pull up your data pad. Voice call or video?
Just voice.
All right. And you call your father. The connection rings, rings, rings. And then you hear the click of it transferring over to a secretary's phone. Evard Industries, how can I help you?
This is Aurora. Get me my father.
Miss Evard! Oh my god, we've been so worried. Are you okay? Are you safe? Do you need me to send police out?
Give me my father.
Miss Evard, I need to know where you are, and we need to get someone there immediately.
I will tell you when I get on the phone with my father.
Well, I do not have your father here in the office, ma'am. I need information, or your father is going to fire me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. I'm in the park. I had a heart attack. I'm trying to talk to my dad. What the hell's going on with my mom?
All right.
I'm freaked out.
Okay.
Get me my
which
father.
Park? Which park? We need. I'll have an ambulance en route immediately.
The one that our GM said it was. That's the park. I don't know the name of the park. I'm near the hospital.
Yeah. It's the Almity Gardens Park.
Albany?
Almity.
Like
ALMITY.
You said Albany Gardens?
Yes, Almity Gardens Park.
Sorry, just writing that down. Okay, I want to add fake tears in there. Like a crying voice.
Okay.
Be like, please. It's just been a really long day.
Okay. You're at Almady Gardens, okay? Yeah. And you hear her pick up, you hear her dialing another phone. Hi, I need an ambulance to Almady Gardens immediately. Please bring a security officer with you. The patient in question has already gone missing once, and we're very concerned. Yes, young woman. How old are you? 21, we said? 22?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
22 years old, blue skin, black hair. Name responds to Aurora Evard. And you can just hear her talking to the dispatcher.
I'm going to stay on the line crying.
Yeah.
Like, not just, like...
Give me a deception. Give me deception or performance.
Can I give myself guidance for this?
Sure.
Okay. Because I was planning on milking it. 19.
19. Beautiful. Yeah, you think you've pulled off a great performance of distraught.
Okay, good. So the data pad is on my arm, right? That's okay. I'm gonna just lay back down on this park bench and have my other arm like on my head, like and just continue to just lay there.
On the line as she's speaking to the dispatcher, you can hear sirens approaching because you're like a quarter mile from the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten rid of all of my stuff. I have the heart attack stats and everything. I think I just need to keep crying.
Yeah. An ambulance pulls up very quickly to the entrance of the park, and a stretcher is brought out by 2 paramedics, and you see an armed guard walking behind them, holding what looks to you to be an automatic rifle.
I'm going to keep crying. Where's my mom? Where's my dad? Get me to them, please.
All right, we'll take great care of you, Miss Avard. Now, if you'll just sit here.
I need my mom and dad, please. I need.
We're going to take you.
Well,
I promise we'll take you. We're going to take you right to. I don't know your mother or father, but we're going to take you to the hospital, and we'll get right in touch with them. Okay? Now, just here on the stretcher for me, if you could.
Yeah. I get on the stretcher, but I make it really dramatic.
Now, and he begins to. They begin to wheel you towards the ambulance. Now, on the phone, they said you'd had a heart attack.
Yeah, that had to have been it.
All right. Well, we're gonna get you taken good care of. Are you feeling unwell at all now?
I don't know. I'm just really freaked out. So much has happened today. I want to feel better. I want to go home, and I want to talk to my parents.
All right. Well, we'll get your parents as soon as we can, ma'am. Now, just all right. We're gonna go up into the ambulance here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, up. And then lift your stretcher and roll you. He's gonna make an insight check on that one.
No.
Doesn't make it.
Yeah, okay.
You don't even need to roll.
Yeah, as Maggie said, uppies. I feel like a child asking for my daddy, but I'm like, this'll milk it. This'll do what I need it to do.
All right. And the ambulance quickly speeds off. You get checked back in. And about 20 minutes pass as doctors rush around you. They're triaging you right now, essentially, as they get you straight into a private room, which tells you they know who you are.
Yeah, okay. I'm asking, can somebody tell me what happened to my mom? Can somebody tell me where my dad is? Somebody get my family here.
Ma'am, we've got people calling your family. We've reached out to Avard Industries directly and reached out to the number we have listed for your mother and your father. Your mother is here in the hospital. I don't know her current condition, but I do know she's stable.
Okay. I'm gonna cry because of that. Fake cry. Don't really have a big old connection to her, but I'm just, again, really milking it. Like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. Oh, I was so worried about that.
All right. Go ahead and give me another deception.
Okay. I can't turn my screen, but I did it again, where it is directly between the 8 and 20. So I'm going to re-roll.
Yep.
But it's teetering.
Hey,
Why are you
gotta
teetering?
honor the cock. You have to
Yes.
the cock die. You've gotta
Honor
the cock.
The 22.
22. All right.
That's what.
I
No,
understand.
21. Sorry. Math.
All right, Miss Avard. I understand your panic. The best thing you can do right now for yourself and your family is take some deep breaths. Ready? And we're going to get you all taken care of. I promise we'll have them here as soon as we can. And you hear the tapping of a cane at your door as your mother walks in.
Mom, oh my gosh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're safe. I'm so glad you're okay. What happened?
I think the appropriate question, Aurora, is what happened to you. I've been told that you disappeared from this hospital yesterday. And now you're back with a heart attack.
Well, you can understand the amount of stress I've been under. Like, I come home, and the woman who practically raised me, certainly not you, is starting to attack people. She shoots you. She shoots other people. She knocks me out. Of course I'm freaked out. I decided to go on a walk, and all the stress just, like, compounded, and then I just fucking passed out.
No one took you?
No, sometimes you just need to take a break. Sometimes you just need a breather, and I needed a breather. My whole world just shattered. So yeah, I disappeared for 2 seconds, but I wound up having a heart attack, and I'm back. I'm glad you're okay, though.
I'm glad you're well as well, darling. Now, so you just went on a... All right. You just went on a walk.
I just needed to walk around. I just needed to clear my brain.
In the future, when you're in the hospital after being shot, maybe don't leave. It looks poorly on your father and I for you to disappear.
I'm so sorry that my emotions come off poorly to the family. For you?
Aurora, you know what? Do you want... All right, you want me to be straight up with you?
Yeah.
I almost died yesterday. And when I came back to after the operation, my child was missing.
I understand that, and you should be able to understand that you were hurt. I should be able to
understand that my daughter is apparently a fucking fool.
I needed like 5 minutes to myself.
Then you take your break
like an
by
hour.
closing. You take your break by asking the doctors to leave you be for 5 minutes in the private room your father and I paid for.
Okay, you might have paid for that, but there's fresh air outside, and that's what I needed.
Open a goddamn window next time.
Oh my god. I'm glad you're alive.
One moment, I'll be right.
I was half expecting him to go like open a window and then go out it.
Joe, I mean honestly. Honestly.
Oh my God. The Pouty Rich Kid vibes.
Yeah, I was literally was like, should I like diss my mom real quick? I'm gonna. And then I'll do it.
Just do that passive aggressive shit.
You are in midst of this argument with your mother as the doctors bustle around, continuing to. All right, we've got some minor cardiac damage. It doesn't look like anything that won't heal. Ms.
I
Avard.
have a brilliant idea.
All right, Ms. Avard, we're going to take good care of you. We're going to take good care of your daughter, Mrs. Avard. This conversation seems to be placing more stress on her and not less, like we were hoping it would. So I am going to have to ask you to leave before we have another cardiac incident.
That's what I was gonna make happen if she didn't go. That was my idea.
All right. And you see your mother quickly bustled out of the room as she... Well, but... No. And as she exits the door, she stops, turns, looks at you. If you leave this hospital again, I don't even have a threat good enough to use yet. But I'll think of one.
I'm sure you will.
And she huffs and walks back out still, and you can see her heavily leaning on this cane.
I'm gonna, as the doctor, whoever is rushing around me, I'll be like, it's fine. She's not gonna remember this in a day.
I certainly hope she does remember this in a day. I'm your doctor, so I'm not going to lecture you, but I will say everything your mother said I agree with. You should
Okay,
not
so
talk without at least informing somebody.
I did. I talked to a doctor.
Who? Because we have no paperwork.
Well, that's not on me. If you check the security videos, I'm sure you guys already have checked the security videos. I literally talked to a doctor, said I needed to take a walk, and then I went to go take a walk. I'm stressed out. I have a heart attack. Here we are. Granted, it was my mistake to walk out of the hospital, but I had permission to do so.
It's quite interesting, Ms. Vaughn. We did check the security videos, and we may be straining doctor-patient confidentiality a bit for your sake. We saw what you did, Miss Avard.
What do you mean they saw?
I mean, that spell has vocal and somatic components.
I know.
And you were on camera.
I know.
We saw what you did, Miss Avard, and let me put it this way. You are very lucky your attending was myself and not the doctor you charmed. He would have informed your father. I have faith in our youth. And
Can I do an insight check on her? Or on him?
Yeah, give me an insight. Give me an insight.
The way
He
he's
leans
talking.
over. Yeah.
Where is my insight? +4, 17.
17. He leans over to pat you on the arm as he says this, your flesh arm.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, not on his clothing anywhere, or at least not on his, uniform, but on the side of his belt. Black, brown, and yellow stripes with red stitching.
I knew it! How
But he
old
looks
is
real
he?
confused because he missed the last bit of the session. Looks to be about mid-30s, mid-40s.
Does he have a wedding ring on?
No. I mean, he wouldn't either. Anyways, he's a doctor. You don't wear your ring to work.
True. What is this doctor's name? I'd like to have his name.
Dr. Arbak. Arbak.
I'm going to just say, like, thank you for your discretion.
And thank you for yours. Though you may wish to work a bit in the future.
What'd you say?
You may wish to work on it a bit in the future.
Discretion?
Yes.
Are you flirting with me, Dr. Arbag?
No, I'm telling you, if you want to sneak out of places, you should make sure to know where the cameras are.
Okay. I hear your advice this time.
And no need to worry. No need to worry. This room is deadened to recording devices.
Okay.
He glances over at the door that your mother shut behind her as she left. Tell Lil that I say hello.
I'm gonna, like, smirk a little and say, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sure you don't. And he leaves the room.
I would like to. Okay, I meant to write down all of the mechanics last session. So 3 times a day, I have a 1-minute telepathic communication with Archie.
Yep.
That
Freely.
does not require any rolls.
Yep. That's just 3 times a day for free.
Okay. I would like to use that and tell him in the hospital, a heart attack worked. Parents really, really mad. Trying to figure things out. I think we have more connections than I thought.
Archie.
Or I think I have more connections than I thought.
Yeah, this is instantaneous telepathy.
Gotcha.
This conversation happens for a minute. Your 3 uses are shared, by the way. So if either of you initiates one off.
Okay.
During Archie receiving this transmission, at the first mention of the heart attack thing working, Archie just yes. Like, very excited. Very excited. Yeah, that'll happen. My parents got pissed at me a few times that I tried that shit too.
Is that a second use? His response?
No, this is responding
It's a
back.
back and forth conversation for a minute of game time.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna say, don't forget the address. Change your appearance.
done with my message to you yet.
Oh, my bad.
Well, good thing it's an active conversation so people can interrupt. Continue.
Oh, okay.
It's like you're
talk
standing
more-
next to each other for this conversation.
We'll talk more about the connections when I see you. Just make sure you get there in one piece.
I'll do my
Don't
best.
try the heart attack thing again. Not yet.
Yeah,
Can't
that
done.
would cause too much suspicion. I'm just gonna say, don't forget a disguise. See you soon, doctor.
All right. As you're finishing this conversation up, you hear your door open. You see black suit, real wool scarf, hair slicked back, and a dead-eyed glare.
I'm gonna
A
start
room.
crying. Dad.
Put the crocodile tears away. I saw you through the window. Perfectly happy 5 seconds ago. They're not going to get you any sympathy.
Look, I had an actual heart attack from the amount of stress that everything that happened in the last 24 everything that happened in the last 24 hours caused me so much stress that I literally had a heart attack.
You had
I'm
a heart
allowed
attack.
to be
You had a heart attack because you were stunned and immediately went out and exerted yourself as soon as you were conscious. Don't ask me to give you pity for the consequences of your actions.
Oh my gosh, God forbid you show pity. Ugh.
Pity is for the weak. Are you weak, Aurora?
No.
And you don't need to be pitied, do you?
No. I need to be understood for a second, though.
Explain your
I don't like.
thought process then.
Okay, my thought process. The woman who practically raised me turned out to be a turncoat. Someone that I trusted. Someone that you trusted. Someone that Mom trusted. Turns out to be a spy. I'm freaking out. I'm 21 years old. My brain hasn't fully developed. I needed to take a second. I may have made a stupid decision and cast a spell. Wait, hold on. Did he know that? I don't want to reveal that if
He did
know
not. I'm so sorry. We're keeping that in.
That. Damn it.
You were specifically told less than 5 minutes ago, real time, that they.
No, I just
tell
couldn't
your
remember. I couldn't remember because of your language to it. I didn't.
I'll let you. I'll let you
said
retcon
that.
this.
You said that Dr. Arbach didn't report a spell being cast.
Yes, he didn't. He didn't report anything about your leaving.
But he knew, but didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, he knew, but didn't tell anybody.
I was having trouble understanding that. But if you want me to go with that, I can.
You can you can retcon it.
Okay. Sorry, I just didn't understand the logistics of it. Yeah, I made a bad choice. I left the hospital. I had permission to leave the hospital, but I did leave the hospital. I'm a child still. I mean, I'm an adult. I'm an adult. But I'm allowed to have feelings for a second and express them outside of the comfort of this wildly expensive hospital room. I'm allowed to go take a breath. I was given permission. And I got stressed, and that's on me. I had a heart attack.
Which doctor gave you permission?
Doctor whoever the GM said.
Sure. Dr. Tchaikovsky.
Well, actually, no, I can't recon that. But I was given permission by a doctor to leave. So I just took a beat. I wanted to go sit at that park.
Which doctor?
Because the one with the coat. The one with the coat on. I don't know. It was a bad day. I was stressed out.
Wearing, you did catch the name on the name tag. It was Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky. Well, I don't want to share that. If I can.
Okay. You tell me which doctor. What do they look like?
I'd have to. They had skin.
You can make up a description.
They had skin, brown hair, brown eyes, doctor's coat, expensive watch. I don't know. I was crying. I was freaking out. I just needed a second, and I got permission.
Right.
So I took a second. I didn't know if Mom was dead. I didn't know where you were.
Aurora, one moment. This is Ellen Chai now. You hear on the other end of his data pad as he quickly makes a call. Hi, Ellen. Yes. Find out which doctor gave my daughter permission to leave for me and have him fired.
I'm okay with that. Morally okay with that because I'm not gonna get caught. 2 steps forward, 1 step back is still a step forward. So,
Fine. You were allowed to leave.
I was allowed to leave. I wanted to go sit at. I get that. I get that now, that was a poor decision. But when your adrenaline's up, when you're not sure whether your mom is dead, when your whole worldview is shattered, you're gonna make stupid choices. And yeah, I made a stupid choice,
No.
and I wound up
Oh,
having a heart attack, and I'm paying for it physically already.
When everything is shattered, that is when you return to what you know best. That is when you stop thinking and you act on what you know.
And what I know is to go take a breather.
It's not what I taught you.
You certainly didn't teach me that. Lillian did.
No. Well, and look how she turned out.
I know. That's why I went to
I taught you to make the most logical decision in any given moment, and if you cannot think of one, to do nothing. Inaction is better than poor action. Well, you should have learned it by now. You're 21 years old, as you so kindly pointed out. You're an adult, not a child. How am I supposed to trust you to work in my company, to run my company one day, if you're making decisions based on emotion and fear?
I just told you that I regretted my actions. I am trying to learn to be strong.
You sound like you're defending yourself.
Because you sound like you're attacking me for having feelings.
Because you made a mistake.
I did make a mistake, and I own up to that. I own up to my mistake. But now, for some reason, I'm in trouble for having an emotion. And that shouldn't be a thing. And I get that you want me to be this big, strong person. And I'm going to try to live up to that. I'm going to try to do that. But I also need you to understand that I am not you.
You are allowed
I
to
am
have
not you, and I will
emotions.
never be you. I'm going to try my best because that's the only way to make you happy. So put me on a board. Put me on this. I'll make better decisions. I'm going to try. But I made one mistake. After a really fucking stressful day. And you're really on my case for that one stupid mistake.
You're right.
When I'm already on my own case.
You're right. I shouldn't be stressing you further in this moment. It's not good for your health. We'll talk about this later.
Thank you. I'm glad Mom's okay. What are you going to do with Lillian when you find her? Have you found her?
Not yet.
I want to help. I'm pissed.
I haven't trained you for search and retrieval at all. You'd be more of a hindrance, Aurora.
Then figure it out. Put me somewhere. I want to be on this.
We'll talk about this when you've recovered.
Okay.
Your doctors tell me you look well enough to be released in a couple of hours. It was a very minor infection. You'll be okay. When you're released, there will be a car waiting for you that the doctor will wheel you out to. You are to get in the car, ride home, and stay there. No, not home. I'll redirect. Ride to and the car will take you to my offices on campus.
Okay. All right.
Great. Aurora, I'm sorry for how I behaved when I entered the room. I'm glad you're well and weren't kidnapped.
I appreciate that. Thank you for acknowledging that you had emotions too. You don't have to be stoic constantly and force stoicism on me as well.
All the time. It is how
Then why have I never seen them?
You have. I tell you I love you after every meeting.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, so get some rest.
Can I get the hot doctor back in? I mean, I'm sorry. Is there Jello? I'm just hungry.
Your father gives you a look on the hot doctor and is like, you know what?
What do you?
You know what? I pay their bills. They're not going to mess around with my daughter. Yes, you can get the hot doctor back. I'm assuming that's your attending.
Yes, sir.
I'll have him sent in to bring you Jello, you said?
Yes.
They do have, they do have lobster thermidor here. It's not the best, but it's not awful.
Do you know anything about me, Dad? Did you know that I'm vegan? Huh? Did you not know that I do not eat meat?
Oh, you haven't come to dinner with your mother and I in months. No, I didn't.
I've been vegan for years, Dad.
I knew you were, but I figured you'd given up the phase by now. Jello's also not vegan, yeah.
I
It's
know.
made-
Here's the thing. Snack packs are, and I have a bunch of them in my fridge right now. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of that, not of like Jello brand Jello. But yeah, it's got gelatin in it. Horse, gross.
But no, I just assumed you'd grown out of that phase.
It's not a phase, Dad. Fine, I'll have some soup and bread.
All right, well, tell it to the doctor. I'm not going to the cafeteria. I have things to take care of, such as hunting down the woman who shot you and your mother.
And I cannot wait to join you, whether you like it or not. Right now, I'm trying to be a little bit like him, mimicking his behavior.
That is the strength that I want to see. You just need to direct it. Do not let the world tell you what you're doing. You seize the world by the balls and twist until it gives you what you want.
Holding back a comment. Really hard.
And your father does leave, sends the doctor, Dr. Arbach, back in. He gets you whatever you request for your meal. And 2 hours later, you are released.
I'm under watch, so I can't make it back to my apartment just yet.
You head out. You hop in that car.
Yeah.
All right. You are taken to your father's offices, which, despite being called an office, is a full building.
I assume so.
Yeah. And you are led up to the 4th floor. All right, ma'am. Your father says you're to have free reign of the floor. There's an entertainment center over down there in room 6. We've got a small kitchen over here if you're hungry. And if you need anything, feel free to go to the guards at the elevator or the stairwells.
Do you think I'd be able to... No. I just want to learn more. I was curious about...
Entertainment center has a Nexus Jack.
Okay. Thank you. Do I see any sort of... I'm looking for those colors now everywhere. Do I see any sort of colors?
Yeah, give me a perception.
Yeah. 18 plus 2. Dirty 20. Thank you, Julia. Thank you.
Dirty 20. You... Give me an insight on top of that as well.
Okay. Which I now have a plus 4 to. 18.
18. You don't see that combination of colors anywhere. But you do see that one of the guards' uniforms has been like patched together and is stitched with red thread at the patches.
Okay.
And we're gonna cut.
Yeah.
Archie Edric, here in the alleyway alone, having just received a telepathic message from Aurora. What are you doing?
Sorry, I was chewing a little bit. I think Archie's first course of action. Try to go somewhere he can get completely different wardrobe.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right next to a supermarket.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna like kind of grab the most like anything that he thinks he can like easily slip into a crowd and not be noticed that easily.
Yeah, you're going for dadcore, essentially.
Yeah, a little bit.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. You're able to pick up an non-distinct, an indescript. That's the word I was looking for. An indescript outfit.
Yeah, and Archie's just gonna get on the next train he can to get back to Consortium territory.
All right, you head over to catch the train. As you walk up to the station, you see the same thing Yek did earlier. They are checking every ID.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and give me a. I'm gonna say performance check at disadvantage for your disguise.
Fuck.
Because you're not proficient in disguise kits.
You said performance?
Yep.
That's a 16.
That's not bad.
That's pretty fucking good. I rolled an 18 and a 15 and I have +1.
Beautiful. All right. You walk up to the gate and you see that they are checking IDs.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you approach.
I feel like can I make this call and you can tell me if it's something Archie would or not have / do.
Sure.
I feel like with his time working with like Sid and Gil and all of that, there has to be some sort of fake ID on him.
I would argue that there doesn't, because the first actual crime you've done, like the first crime that wasn't just
was robbing the truck. That's fair.
Yeah, was robbing a truck.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
You haven't done any crimes where you haven't done any spying or anything where you're like, I need a
That's
fake
fair.
ID.
That's fair. I just wanted to pull some McLovin shit real quick.
Yeah.
I'll hand them whatever, right? Like,
I mean, you can do like Lillian recommended and try to hack yourself one together quick. It's, your ID is stored on your datapad.
Fuck it, why not?
All right. Again, because you don't have Lillian here to help you and guide you through how to do this, this is going to be made with disadvantage, but it is a tech check.
All right.
Or I can let you make it flat and raise the DC by 5.
No, I'm gonna roll with disadvantage. Oh, thank God I did that. That's an 18.
18. You don't even really go in and like make a fake ID to scan because it looks like they're just doing visual checks. You essentially go in and edit your ID to show a different name.
Okay.
Like show different text information.
Cool.
And are waved through. It is 1:30 in the morning, and there is 17 minutes until the next departure. Yakurta, you had a natural 20 on your perception earlier, right?
God damn it.
Yeah.
You see Dr. Archie Edric walking through after he buys his ticket.
How does she know it's me? I have a super sick haircut.
Because an 18 disguise doesn't beat a 24 perception. even
Fuck,
with
okay.
being a nat 20.
Also, you could never hide that janky arm. No amount of disguise.
You can cover it. It's covered, I'm assuming.
Yeah, a little more than usual.
But yeah, you spot Archie walking over and buying a ticket from your post
Yeah,
at
I
the
think.
the airport bar.
How close is this to the time that the train's gonna leave?
17 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send a message to Archie that just says, "Hey kitten," with like a winky face.
Archie, you do not receive this message as you no longer have your data pad. You only have Lillian's.
Well, then you don't get it. And then-
Hey, kid.
yeah, and so she'll just leave Archie because I assume she passed or saw some of the very large, very wanted billboards on the way to the airport, and security's high.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you would have seen that both you and Archie were circled in red as wanted for questioning.
yeah, so she would have avoided pretty much like it would be too
Direct
coincidental.
contact,
Yeah, it'd be too
Yeah.
coincidental for direct contact.
Yeah, I
So
got you.
She's just gonna maintain till it's time to get on the
All
train.
right. Archie, you've got, at this point, probably about 13 minutes after you bought your ticket and everything until boarding. Same for you, Recruita. Anything
Would
you're doing
I-
in those last 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, would I have Tony's phone number, like, common knowledge?
Yeah,
to
you
me?
would have. I would say you probably copied over your contacts to your new device.
Okay,
if you-
cool. I'm gonna send him a message. It's Archie. Just checking in. I'll fill you in what happened when I see you again. I gotta make some stops first before I get back to you. Send.
About a minute or two passes and you get a message back. Hey, Archie, I really could use you here as quick as possible. There's been a lot, not direct heat on me, but there's been a lot more patrols through these sectors recently, and I'm getting concerned that if I don't move now, I'm not going to be able to make the move at all.
I'm gonna get back to you. It's just a matter. I'm gonna try to get. I'm gonna get to you as quick as I can.
All right.
I have
Do
some
you-
important stuff to take care of first.
You get a message back. Do you want to just meet me down at the reactor?
That's like all the way down there.
That's all the way down.
No, it's not safe if one of us goes alone.
Well, I won't be
I'd
alone.
rather
I'm
wait
going
for you.
to I'm going to bring Zed and Dale.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be alone.
Aren't you with Mark?
Like I said, it's a long story. I'm gonna fill you in when I see you.
All right. Well, okay. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
All right. And the train pulls up to board. As you're boarding, Archie, you can give me a perception check with disadvantage since you don't know Yek is here to look for. And Yek, you can give me a perception check with advantage to see where Archie boards the train at.
That's
Plus
3.
You don't see Yek. You don't see anybody you recognize. But you also don't see
Groovy.
anybody looking at you, really. You've just kind of blended into the crowd.
God, I hope I did.
What was yours, Yak?
17. Oh, I didn't roll it at advantage, but I think 17's okay. Yeah, 17's the highest.
You see which compartment Archie boards on. You're able to track his movement to see where he boards.
Is it close to mine?
You haven't boarded, so the ticket just lets you get on the train. It's like a subway or like a bus.
Oh.
You get on the train and then you pick your seat.
Okay. Okay.
So you're able to board with Art, like behind Archie, but going into the same compartment if you wanted to keep an eye on him.
No, I'm gonna go one car away.
Okay, cool. One car down.
Yeah.
And the train pulls out of the station, zooming across the ocean. Or what was once ocean, rather. Mark Swank Gedge. I got you the worst possible moment there. All right. Mark Swank Gedge, you are sitting here in cell block O, the captain's office, and you are alone. At least.
Not alone.
Yeah, there's no other humanoids around. Give me a perception check, please.
Sure. I'll be happy to. Just gotta roll high. That's all. Just gotta roll high. Should be no problem.
It's not a hard DC.
That's a 3.
Never mind. Too hard of a DC for you, I guess.
I think you need to personally lower the DCs just for Vinny. At
I
this
did.
Point.
I did.
No.
This was a DC 5.
Oh, buddy.
Vinny, brother, there's nothing we can do to help you. You're on your own.
No.
I'm sorry, bro.
He knew
Vinny,
guys.
what you do notice is that you begin to hear, like, not close by, not in the hallway outside this room, but further into the building, footsteps begin to pick up, and you hear people talking a little more loudly than you have been. Not enough that you can make it out still, as you're tucked back and away in this little corner hall office, but enough that you can hear them, which you haven't been able to yet.
Can I kind of just... Does the door... How does the door... Whatever way the door opens, like, if it opens like this...
Door opens towards you.
I'm out... I'm on the side of it. And
Yeah, door opens towards you.
Yeah. And... I'm listening...
Do you want to, like, crack it open and try to peek out?
No. See, the door opens in like this. I'm on this side of it.
Okay, you want to, like, hang out behind, like, where you'll be blocked by the door when it opens.
Yeah, and I'm putting my ear to the wall to see if I can hear anything more.
Cool. You can give me another perception check at disadvantage as you try to, like, listen through the door. You know what? No, make it flat. Make it flat.
Hey! Gentleman's 20.
Gentleman's 20? A natural one? Beautiful.
No, just a gentleman's.
Oh, okay. Dirty 20. Got it. And you can hear that the footsteps are moving in such a way that it sounds like people are moving hurriedly. And you hear one pair of footsteps coming down towards your side of the hall. And you smell just a little bit of smoke.
I go find a seat real quick because I expect somebody is going to be opening my door.
As you sit down, someone comes to the door, and you can hear the doorknob rattle for a second. Doesn't open. That's clearly locked. And then you hear the sound of metal against metal for a moment. And the door swings open. You do not see anything or see anyone there.
The hell? What the fuck's going on?
And then suddenly you do see someone as they clasp their hand over your mouth and fade back into view, the invisibility dropping as the lead says, "Shh, I'm going to get you out of here."
They gave me asylum. They gave us asylums. I meant to text you all and
Well,
let you know.
Unfortunately, half of our group is no longer in the country.
What?
Aurora and Archie both left. Yek, or not Yek, sorry. Tiara was not actually threatening Archie's parents. She was telling him that the consortium's not taken them yet, and the consortium doesn't know about the credits, and was telling him to get out of there. I think she might be turncoating against them. I don't know. I'm trying to get her to, at least.
Oh, okay, I guess we're already in it, so let's go.
All right, let's go. Turn left, not right.
Right.
And you came in here from the right side, like the front door. You would turn right to. She bustles out of the door, and you see her pull a small pack of plastic explosives off of her hip.
Oh, right. One thing about this area. Apparently they can grow trees into buildings, and they're sentient. So this room is sentient and knows what the fuck just happened.
That's why we're moving. We're moving.
Okay.
All right. And she runs with you down the hall. All right. All right. Fuck. Left or right? Which one do you think is the outer wall?
Left.
What'd you roll on die?
It's 13.
13? Above a 10? And the episode number. You're right. As she straps the plastic explosive to the wall. I was going to ask you to roll to see if you're right either way, but you rolled before I even asked.
I just rolled higher and low of which way I was going to go.
Yeah, she straps the plastic explosive to the wall. All right. Get down, cover your ears.
Standard procedure.
And sets it off. There is now a gaping hole in the side of the building, enough for the two of you to squeeze through, out onto the street. As you begin to hear people outside panic at the sound of yet another explosion. Not the best way to go about things, but not the best way to go about things, but wanted to get you out of here as quick as possible. Let's move.
Necessity breeds ingenuity. Let's go.
All right, and you begin to run out onto the street. I don't think there's a stealth check here as you emerge from the site of an explosion. But you can make a luck check
there's
to
some
see.
Smoke and dust and debris.
Yeah, sure. You can give me a stealth check. Sure. Go for
do
it.
anything. Oh, wait, no, I have a +3. That's a 9. The looks I get from my party members.
You
Don't roll unless
out of
asked to roll.
I did ask. You jump out and you look around and see not a crowd, but about 6 people looking, and they're like, "Isn't he the guy from the bombing earlier? He's breaking out. Someone call it. I guess we don't need to call them. They just should I what do we do?" Not even
To the front! And then run.
Yeah, not even trying to hide. Lil just keeps running. Follow me. So with a couple of options. We find somewhere to hide, get disguised, take the train, or we can take the slow way where we don't have to worry about hiding.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Right. Find me a sewer entrance. Give me a perception. You can make it with advantage because she's giving you help.
Fucking single digits every time. Jesus! What's lower?
Usually you don't.
I got a fucking 10.
No, 10 is enough to spot a sewer entrance on the street. 10 is plenty to spot a sewer entrance on the street. You see the sewer entrance, and she. All right. Pop the grate. Athletics. Something you're actually good at this time.
Yeah. Oh, real good at, because that's a 16 plus 6. It's 22.
How you want to throw this grate? Do you want to you tell me what level of control and what you do with it as you pull the manhole cover off?
I stomp the ground with my boot. It pops up. I grab it and throw it like a frisbee and jump down.
Beautiful. You do not hit any passerby. As
I
you
love
jump,
you. Oh my god.
as you jump down and immediately feel the muck wrap around your ankles. All right. Okay. If we make our way, and she pulls up a map on her datapad. All right, 4 blocks east, 5 blocks north. Should be a ladder leading. There should be a ladder leading further down. And if we get down to, I think 15, we should be able to grab one of the old carts and make our way, well, through undesignated territory over to Consortium.
Copy. Let's go.
All right. As you move,
eating.
Lillian's going to lead the way. As you move, you find an old, literal, like you know the old mine carts where it's like pump up and down. It's essentially one of those.
But cyberpunk.
Yeah, but it's one of those, but cyberpunk. It's one of those with a small, kinetic. It's got a kinetic powered engine. So once you've charged it up, it'll run on its own, but it does not operate without some physical effort.
Right.
All right. Well, I'll do my best to help you, but I feel like you're going to be better at this than me. Let's get her moving. Yeah, athletics, DC 15. She's giving you the help action.
Good, because that was a 5 on the die. 13.
13. You're able to get it moving, but not with enough speed to start generating charge. The way this is going to work is every quarter of the way there, you're going to make another constitution. You're going to make a constitution saving throw and then another athletics. Once you pass an athletics check, you no longer need to make con saves as the engine kicks into gear.
Copy.
Give me your first con save. This is 2 hours of manually pumping this thing in.
12.
12 will do it. You only need 10.
Okay.
Give me that athletics check. You're still getting advantage on this.
16.
16 will do it. And you're able to coast off the power the rest of the way.
Excuse me, that was I'll practice. A little bit of lethargy there.
It's okay. Right? You got us going, and you kept us going long enough that it'll keep us. That it'll finish the job. So, update. Aurora faked the heart attack. Seems like it went off pretty well. You weren't there for that. Archie programmed Aurora's arm to let her, not fake, have a minor heart attack. To get her back in with her father temporarily.
I'd like to do a medicine check to make sure that Rory would be okay at her young age after having multiple heart attacks.
One, just one.
Okay.
But you can give me a medicine check. Actually. DC is 15.
14.
14.
Or
I'm
listen-
going to be
oh,
nice.
sorry.
I'm going to be really nice and say that 1 away is close enough because of your dice.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, that was 11. Sorry, not 14. Sorry.
Oh, well, never mind.
I looked at the wrong number.
Yeah, I mean, you're sure. I mean, if it's just, a forced heart attack, with proper medical care, Aurora should be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. She's
You
young.
know,
She's
the
a
last
young girl.
person-
She'll be fine.
You've never known a rich person to die of a heart attack.
No. They'll get organ donations and valve reconstructions in a heartbeat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you are. Yes, absolutely. And you over the span of 8 hours, are able to get back below consortium territory.
Would it be possible to get a short rest? I know a long rest is impossible because
I'm gonna say because you got the thing moving. So like within you had 6 hours of just coasting basically. You could take 2 short rests. You don't have enough time for a long one, but you can take 2 short rests if you want.
I'm back to full.
As you and Lil arrive back under consortium territory. About 4 hours before you arrive, Yek and Archie, the train pulls into the station. Archie, give me a lore check or a tech check.
Okay.
DC's higher on a tech, but it's not much higher.
Well, here's the fun thing, Chip. They're both +6. It doesn't quite matter.
I wasn't sure if you were proficient in lore or not.
That is a 16. I'm gonna go with lore.
Okay, yeah, 16 will do it. You know you were able to get that fake ID past the guys at the gate leading out because they just visually checked. You know it will be scanned when you come back, like when you're entering the consortium. But you have time to work on it and get. You have 4 hours to work on it while you're on the train. I will give you advantage on the tech check.
Hey, I'll take it. Beautiful. That's a 24 on tech.
24? Yeah, you got
24. He's smart.
Yeah, on a 24, you've absolutely got it. Yek and Archie, what do you do as you disembark?
I think Archie's just taking all that time and like fucking up his like ID and his data pad, whatever the hell his ID's in, and trying to make like a plausible cover for himself.
I think Yek just rides it out, right? Like she's going back to consortium. There's nothing really she can do here aside from be on the train. Is the railway independent, like operates outside of like Eco Harmony Collective / consortium influence, or is it one way or the other, like more? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I wouldn't say it's outside of either influence, but you do know that neither has complete control of it because it is like the rail system is not nationalized, but almost globalized in a way where all of the major powers, except like on the books, the syndicate does not have any influence over it, but most of the major powers do.
Okay.
It's a joint operation. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll just, if she's not really at danger from like Eco Harmony Collective guards coming through and grabbing her on the train, then she'll just kind of chill and keep an eye out.
Yeah. The question was, what do you do when you disembark back in the consortium?
Oh.
So for both of you.
I think she will go to the place where they can get like rearranged physically again and go and do that again, so she's not the same looking the same as the wanted posters, essentially.
Basically getting rid of you. I will say, you know, that you would not be wanted in the consortium at all.
Right, but as far as she knows, everybody aside from Archie is still in Eco Harmony territory.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, and Mark, as far as you know.
Yeah, Mark. That's right, because his data pad went to the train station.
You saw his data pad go all the way back into consortium territory.
Yeah. So Yeah, I
But
think
yeah, you disembark. They scan your ID. Still using the same ID.
I'm gonna give my official consortium ID coming back into consortium territory where I am
Right.
much safer than I was in Eco Harmony.
Cool. So still using the same one you used to get by the guards at
Yeah.
the gate. Got it. All right. You hop off the train. Let your ID be scanned as you head back in. Archie, what are you doing?
Archie, I think the first thing he's gonna try to walk out of the train station and try to find the most, like, kind of secluded alley he can find to cast Smuggle on himself before he heads to Aurora's safe house.
Cool. Yeah, I'll say you're able to find like a quiet place to cast Smuggle on yourself as you head over to the safe house for sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me your stealth check.
Alright. So that's plus 10 to stealth on top of my... So I'm getting a plus 13 to stealth right now. Beautiful. That's a 26.
26. Beautiful. You are the knight.
I am vengeance.
Yes. But you make your way over to the address. You see a lovely little topiary park here below. A nice set of benches. And you see the apartment up above.
Cool. I'm gonna go in it and wait out for Aurora.
Cool. You make your way up to the apartment and quickly realize you don't have a key.
Well, shit.
Aurora,
one
do you
of
think
those, like-
this door has... We didn't ask before. Does this door have a key or does it have a code?
It would
unlock.
probably have a code, and I probably would have given him the code as well.
Okay, cool.
Not a key,
Cool.
though.
All right, cool.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
say,
give
does
Archie-
this have
you-
one of
you
those little,
gave
like,
Archie-
fake Heidi rocks with the key
what
underneath
I'm
it?
gonna say is you didn't give Archie the code before. Archie can reach out and ask for it if he wants.
Yeah, Archie's gonna send the little Morse code, like, hey, what's your building code? Question mark, smiley face.
I
Insight.
will. 17.
Cool. Yeah, you don't need to
Um,
tell me. Just let me know if it succeeds or fails. It's always going to be a 10 DC.
Oh,
perf.
okay. So I'll respond back. Oops, forgot that. And it's 69, but 8 times. So 69.
I knew there was gonna be a 69 in there somewhere.
I
I
will
thought it was
not
going to be
lie.
69 420.
I will not lie. That is literally the password to my phone.
So now I know how to break into Gabby's phone. Got it.
696969.
Nice.
Unlocked.
Well, that's only 3 times.
Oh no, it can only be 3 times.
I know. But Archie, you get into this very bare safe house. There's a little couch. I think you said it's a pull-out couch, Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, little pull-out couch, a Nexus suit, and not much else.
Alright, I think Archie's just gonna have to hang around and wait.
There's a little mini fridge.
Ooh,
And there's a
what's
mini
in it?
fridge.
It's got sparkling water in it though.
Nice.
San Pellegrino.
Yeah, pretty much. That and then like
Oh, the
vegan
one that tastes like
cheeses.
nickels and batteries.
Yeah.
That's my favorite sparkling water. Don't talk shit about it. Hey, you heard it here first, because they're not going to pay me money either way. Fuck Topo Chico. San Pellegrino's where it's at.
Topo Chico does taste like nickels and batteries.
But, yeah, you sit down, grab a sparkling water. You gonna pull the couch out, take a nap? You gonna hop into the Nexus, do a little research? What you want to do, Archie?
I think Archie's just gonna rest.
All right, cool. By the way, Yak and Archie, you could have taken a short rest on the train.
Cool. I had all my hit points. That wouldn't have done nothing.
I don't know if you have any short rest features. Isn't your
Yeah, but I didn't
Bardic
use
Inspiration
them.
thingy?
I took
Yeah, you
a
did.
short rest in the previous session.
I thought you used all of your things to help.
I thought we took a short rest. Like, I'll take another one anyway, just to take it. But I could have sworn we took.
Okay. Okay.
Short.
Either way, doesn't really matter. If you have them
Yeah.
all, you have them all.
Cool.
Yek, you head out from the train station to go get your face rearranged. I will say you would have the knowledge in character that it will not be free this time because it wasn't consortium ordered.
Yep.
Okay.
How many credits is it going to cost me?
Probably about 2,000, which is about half of your like checking account, so to speak. Like your life
Yeah,
save.
that's much more than what I have on hand.
Yeah, what I'll say is you'd be able to pay it with your like data pad. Your credits marked on your sheet or your credits on hand. Yek doesn't spend money hardly ever and does have a decent paying job. So I'm going to say you could afford this, but probably only twice on your own.
I'll shoot a message out to 5309, which is Tommy, and see if he can get me in ASAP, because I know sometimes there's like a wait and stuff as well.
Yeah. You get the message out to Tommy, and Tommy hits you back and sends an approval straight through. No other message, just the approval for a face change.
Yeah, and then she'll just go, pay for it if she's got to. She's essentially this identity.
He sends you a consortium approval for the face change.
Oh,
like, it's
even
paid
better.
for.
Wonderful, even better. So yeah, she'll go and do all that.
All right, you go get your face changed. As you walk out of the session, you get a message from your handler. Ikuruda, why do I have a ping for your ID coming through the station back into consortium territory?
Because half of the group that I was tracking has headed back to consortium.
Rory and Lil both?
I have no idea where they are, but the ones that came back probably do. I assume they're making their way back here since there's wanted posters with everybody's faces on them all over the collective at this point.
All right. Right move to make. In the future, let me know. Don't make me reach out and ask.
Sorry, lots going on.
I understand. No problem. It happens. And he stops texting.
Yeah. So she's gonna find a place that's like a seedy hotel in one of the lower levels where she usually works, and that's where she's gonna head.
You tell me how far down you want to go. How many levels?
How many? I'm sure it's like an infinite amount of levels.
That's
but
not
I'm
an infinite amount. Right now there are 74 levels.
And she usually works.
About 40 of those are active.
And she usually works, I think, between like 13 and 19, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so she'll probably go right around like 15, 16.
Cool. You head down to level 15 and you find a little like a month stay motel. You can pay by the day, but they offer like up to a month.
Yeah, and she'll just get at least for the night, and if she needs to extend it, she will.
All right. I just need to scan your paperwork.
And she'll give him her ID paperwork and all that.
Official or tiara?
I think when she did the face change and stuff, all of that, she wouldn't use tiara anymore. Probably something like different.
All right. I'm going to say go ahead and give me a tech check to make a new ID.
Okay. Yeah, I got a 12. I'm not good at tech. Got a 0.
What you're able to do is essentially paste a picture of your new face onto it and edit the name line. But anyone who scans it and like looks closely at like anyone who scans it and has the actual ID pop up for them, which this hotel would not have, it just has a valid ID thing, would see the old one.
Yeah, she'll just have them scan it. If she needs to, she'll just give them her like official military ID.
No,
essentially,
you can give them the tiara one with the new information.
Yeah, then that's what
what's the new name?
I think she's gonna go with.
You can think on it and get back to me.
She's gonna go with Cat, with a K.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a nice evening, Miss Cat.
Yeah,
you're just down the hall there, room 7.
Appreciate you. And she'll go to the room.
All right. You get settled in. Archie, you are settled in at Aurora's safe house. Mark, you and Lillian. Actually, Lillian sends a text to Archie. Archie, we're back in Mark and I are both back in consortium territory. I am actually guilty of the most recent bombing.
I'm so glad you found comfort and safety in admitting this via text. I'm at the apartment. I don't want to get this tracked. ...
Your apartment? No, your apartment's in your shop. You would have just said the shop. Whose apartment?
Rory.
Aurora, is Lillian aware of your safe house? Okay.
For sure.
We'll be there.
For sure.
We'll be there within the hour.
Thumbs up. Send.
All right, Mark. We've got a safe house to go to. This one's actually safe. You're muted, bud.
Yeah, we sure about this time?
Yes. Rory and I set it up together.
Okay. Well, wait, doesn't the consortium know about it because you work
Nope.
with the Okay.
Let's put it this way. I've been working legally for the consortium and in actuality against them for some time. And Aurora's been assisting me for a bit. So we had a getaway plan.
Fair. Either way.
All right, and she leads you back up to the first level. I'm going to say there's a basement entrance to this building. Sure, that feels like the kind of thing you would pick. And you're able to walk right up into the building. Aurora, what are you doing at your father's office?
I want to plug into the neural nexus.
All right.
But here's the
there's
question.
just a jack
Is
here,
there
not a
like
full
an-
suit.
Yeah, is there like an incognito mode? Or is that being tracked?
So the way the neural
Nobody's
nexus
business.
works is the actual computer of it is your brain.
Okay, but it can't be that activity.
Someone would have to hack your brain in order to track your activity.
And is that hard or easy?
Hard, very hard.
Okay.
There is
Well-
a reason that Mark and his crew waged a full-out like physical war on these people instead of the consortium just paying a bunch of hackers.
Okay. Well, I want to hop on there, and I want to do research on the significance of the black,
stripes.
brown, and yellow stripes,
Yeah.
and then the red
Yeah.
stitchings.
Absolutely.
I
You
just
can
want
make
to know,
this
like,
a
what does this color represent?
you can make this lore investigation.
I think they're both the same score. Yeah, they're both the same. 15? Not very good.
15. It takes a lot of digging. Like this is like 7th page of Google results before you get
Mhm.
something other than just the colors black, brown, and yellow have symbolism in many forms of literature and art. But no, you reach like the 7th. You dive into the Nexus, enter that first solid blacked out room that you always do. Open the door into the wider Nexus to go searching, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Dive in, and you are floating through this almost psychedelic swirl of colors, thoughts, and dreams that everyone else plugged into the Nexus is having right now. The further out you get, the less colorful it becomes. There's still color, but you begin to see points of just black void in the distance. And you grab a file, a memory, you're not sure, but something that feels significant to the thought processes of yours that are performing this search.
Mhm.
There's not much here, but you get black for the eyes that do not see.
Okay, hold on.
Brown.
You're gonna. Okay.
All right, ready? Black for the eyes that do not see. Brown for the dirt that is no more. Gold for the sun that does not shine. And red for the blood that we must shed.
Okay, I got black written down. Brown
All
for
right.
the earth that. Honestly, can you just type it out later? Or wait, no.
Yeah,
because I need to. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Brown for the dirt that is no more.
Yellow or gold.
Gold for the sun that does not shine.
And red for the bloodshed, right?
And red for the blood we must shed.
Okay.
And you, just at the end of that like packet of information that downloads into your brain, there's a faint whisper. Find us at Yggdrasil.
Find us at what?
Yggdrasil. Why? It's the Norse tree of life. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So this whisper, is this coming from this search?
It's part.
Like,
It's part of the.
I went
It's
so
like
deep that I found a secret that
It's like, yeah, this whisper is like an add-on to the thoughts that you downloaded here. And I will let you know as you finish absorbing this information, you realize that this is a packet of thought. Like, this is maybe hundreds of people have thought this same thing, and the Nexus has bundled them together. So you are hearing this in about 100 voices, or at least what 100 people sound like in their own heads for the main speech, and then one voice for the last one, for the last bit about
whisper.
The whisper is one voice.
Yeah, they said meet at Yggdrasil.
Find us at Yggdrasil.
Okay. And then I want to research Yggdrasil.
Yeah. Give me another lore investigation.
Ooh, that is not good. 8.
8. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
+4 to those saving throws. 22.
22. Okay. Your mind is not pulled away, like it is not swept up in the Nexus and led around by it. You're able to hold yourself in place as you think about what you want to know. And a flood of information almost physically smacks, like it feels like it physically slams into you. Mm-hmm. With a 22, you're able to process that most of these are old Earth myths. Mm-hmm. You do not find information on what it would mean in this context. Okay. I will offer you that if you choose to fail the save after processing this initial information, something bad will happen, but something good will happen as well. It'll give you a form of success, but there will be a penalty.
I mean, that's D&D. That's the name of the game. So yeah, I'll opt to fail afterward.
Yeah. As the information floods into you and then past you, once you've learned it, you are swept up in its current and pulled along with it. Your mind floating in this bank of information as you move towards something and up. You don't know what up means in this space of mind, but you are going up. Give me a perception.
Nat 20. So 22.
Nat 20.
God bless Julia. Honestly.
As you are caught in this flow of colored information and thought, you couldn't see it from without, but you can see it from within. As you watch the flowing information and thoughts of everyone using the Nexus at this moment come in from the bottom, come together as a cylinder, and then branch apart at the top. And you see a massive tree made of thought.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's awesome.
You are currently in the root.
Let's go up, baby. Let's.
All right. You give into the flow.
Find them at Yggdrasil.
You follow the flow.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Give me another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, sorry. Just taking a note.
I will let you know you definitely want to pass this.
Yeah, one would assume. Luckily, I have a +4 to the saving throws. 21.
DC is 18. Okay. 21.
Rolled a 17.
You pass. You are able to maintain your sense of self as you are shunted up into the trunk of this tree of thought and surrounded by the thoughts of so many other people, billions of other minds. Not the whole of them, but just pieces that they've put out there for others to use. And you begin to hear something. Just on the edge of your mind, there is a noise that you do not know or recognize. As billions of thoughts burble around you. And then a whisper. Lost little lamb, why do you come?
Oh my god. Why do I? I need to know more.
Lost little lamb, mark not lost thy realm.
Yeah. I need to know more about the phrase find us at Yggdrasil. Is this it?
This is not where they are to be found, but this is Yggdrasil.
Who is they?
My custodian, my keeper, my builders. And you begin to hear water burbling around you.
Who are you? What are you?
And you don't see, but you feel a smile. I am you. I am Edric. I am Gedge. I am Ivad the Elder. I am a little piece of everyone who has ever been with me.
Oh no!
I
think I figured something
am
out.
Nexus.
Yeah. I'm gonna. You'll be able to hear me, but I'm gonna stand up. I think I figured something out. Okay, cool. You can still hear me, right? Awesome. Okay. Chip, you're very smart. This is awesome. This is really cool.
Do you want to know where to find them?
Yes, please.
I need a wisdom saving throw again.
Yeah. Okay, 19.
19.
I got a 15 on the die.
You feel everything, every thought around you pulls away from you about 2 inches. And that whisper, you don't know what it means to feel a whisper, but your whole body can. And then suddenly it is in your mind. Gabby,
No.
do you have any intent to use this information or any thought in this moment of using this information to aid yourself at the expense of the people you are asking it to direct you to.
Okay, wait, hold on. Do I have any intent to use this information to do what?
Basically, if you find these people, would you ever use their location in a way that could cause them harm?
No. Never intentionally.
All right.
Unless I was hacked in the brain.
The deep waters, far below, where all life and thought comes from. The roots of the tree drink from the deep. And you suddenly have an image of a almost pitch black, like to the point where at first you cannot see anything, and then you can hear the lapping of water against metal. And you feel real dirt below your feet. Old Earth has answers,
I knew it.
Aurora. You may not like the answers you find, though. And suddenly you are moving up again and out through the branches of the tree. You see you're hurtling towards that door that you stepped out of to enter the wider nexus. You can try to pull yourself away from it, but you feel like this thing is sending you back to your body.
Yeah, no, I think I should go back to my body. So I would like to do that.
You leave this branch. The velocity of your thought carries you through the door. It slams behind you as your brain tells you it should. When something that fast moves through, pressure should slam the door behind you. And your eyes open.
Oh my gosh. I know this is a trigger of mine, but I'm straight up gonna throw up. On the floor of this office. Because that was so much.
Yeah. Congratulations on making all of those saves, except for the last one. If you failed,
what was the DC for that?
The last one, DC was 24. You needed a nat. You needed a nat.
I needed
20
a nat 20. Yeah.
You needed a nat 20 to resist the thing that is billions of brains.
Yeah.
When it tried to read your mind.
Yeah. I assumed I was like, I definitely failed that one. I was like, there's no way the DC isn't real high at this point. Okay. So I just got sick, so I'm gonna turn around to the guards and be like, I'm fine.
They don't see you. You're in the little entertainment center room. The guards are not the guards are posted in such a way. Yeah, they are only guarding the entrances to this floor. They are giving you your space.
Okay, I'm straight up just gonna clean up and be like, okay, we're all good. What the hell was that? We're fine.
You get a text. You get a text from Lillian. Mark and I have just arrived in the basement of your safe house. We're going up to meet Archie now. Please try to get here as soon as you can.
This is perfect timing for that. I'm going to message Lillian and I'm going to say...
Or I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You left all of your burners in your apartment, didn't you?
Shit, yeah, I did.
You do
but
not
I was going to...
You do not get a message from Lillian.
I was still planning on messaging Archie. I am going to expend one of those uses because this is worth a minute-long conversation.
We'll go ahead and cut back to this. I do want to let the others rejoin RG first, just for ease of communication.
100. Yeah.
Archie, you hear a knock at the door, and then you hear the lock unclick.
I know that, like, the
And
safe house is
you also
allegedly...
get a text. You also get a text from Lillian. It's me and Mark. Don't worry.
Okay, Archie takes his hand off the hilt of his gun. And he walks towards and helps them, like, get inside the apartment.
All right. Well, 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
It's a start.
I texted
Good meatloaf
Rory.
song.
Hopefully she's able to make it here soon.
Yeah.
Haven't heard back yet, though. And Rory,
Anybody
you go
hungry?
ahead.
Where's the kitchen? And he goes for the kitchen.
There's not much of a kitchen.
Yeah,
We've got a
there's, like,
camp
mini
stove
fridge.
and a mini fridge. We've got a camp stove, a mini fridge, and canned rice and beans.
I can work with that.
All right. You walk over, even opening every cabinet, you do not find a single spice in here. You find one like jar of table salt,
Pinch of
maybe
salt does go a long
maybe
way.
some black pepper.
Pinch of salt and pepper go a long way. I've worked with less.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Give me a cooking proficiency check for rice and beans with salt and pepper.
Here we go again.
Hey, you're good at this, right?
You got it. Come on. God damn it.
Is that a 1?
You need...
Okay. Cool.
I don't know what you need. I think
Alright,
you need
you want-
Jesus.
I need your address to send you some dice. I'm gonna send you
Sure.
some dice.
Sure.
All right. 2 on the die for a total of what?
8.
7, 8. Okay.
Give
It's
it-
edible.
My cooking
I mean,
proficiency is plus 6, but
it's canned beans and rice. It's about as good as that. It's about what canned beans and rice taste like.
right.
And Aurora, you can go ahead and make your call to Archie.
Okay, I'm going to say Yggdrasil, plug into the Nexus.
What, like now?
Yeah, you have full conversation ability if you're making an actual call.
Well, oh, and this is in my brain.
Yeah.
Okay, you look up Yggdrasil, go into the Nexus, help me figure this out, and tell Lillian that when I was in the Nexus, I heard a whisper that said, "Find us at Yggdrasil." I need to know what that means. And I heard that when I was looking up the significance of the colors black, brown, gold, and red.
Alright. Archie's gonna relay all of that information to both Mark and Lillian, since Mark's already in the room. There's no way
Yeah.
he's not gonna hear it.
Yggdrasil.
Mark,
You mean-
go ahead
you
and
mean
get the war check with advantage, Mark.
Yggdrasil. You mean that Norse tree? Nordic tree? Is it lore?
Yep. You're looking for a DC. I'm not going to tell you.
8.
I lied. Okay.
There's no
well,
point.
You didn't meet it. You didn't
Yeah.
meet it. I was hoping with advantage. Something about it tickles your brain, Mark. It's like Yggdrasil in connection to Nexus tickles your brain in a weird way.
There's some kind of connection between the name Yggdrasil and the Nexus. I don't think I've ever been on the Nexus, but maybe once.
You
when
definitely
I was
have
working
been
for
on the
Sorkin.
Nexus. You definitely have been on the Nexus. It would have been a required part of your training to kill the neural, well, not kill, but hunt down the Neural Nexus Guild way back when.
I haven't been on the Nexus since I was the wars, but No. Something's there. I don't. It's just out of my. I don't know. Beans.
Yeah, beans. And that's why
Beans.
that's why your beans get an 8 is because you burned them a little by accident on the camp stove when you're distracted. Not bad, just enough that like the sauce therein is burnt a little. Archie, what do you do? Lillian looks at you. None of that means anything to me.
None of that means anything to me, too. She wants us to plug it in a Nexus.
I mean, it can't hurt.
I mean, we have no reason not to trust her right now.
No, of course.
Would she lie to us right now?
Maybe to you, not to me.
That's fair.
And certainly not to me via you.
That's fair. I mean, regardless, I think Archie's gonna plug into the Nexus.
Alright, you plug
and
into the
follows
Nexus.
Aurora's very careful instructions that I definitely remember.
Alright, yeah. Aurora's very careful instructions were think about Yggdrasil.
Okay.
And think about
The reason
black,
I wanted
brown,
to make sure Archie
golden,
does that is because Archie is wildly intelligent and he might be
Yeah,
able to,
no, it makes
to
sense.
decipher
It
a
makes
lot
sense.
more.
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mark,
That's why I
Archie.
specifically want Archie to look at that.
Mark
You
would follow.
unfortunately. Yeah, go ahead. What was
them
that?
in After Mark would follow them in after getting the food.
Well, I will
done,
say
so
there's
it
only
would be
one
afterwards.
Nexus suit. There's only one Nexus suit here.
Oh, it's
there's not a
suit. I didn't know.
Yeah,
it was-
so there are two forms of accessing the Nexus. There is the full body suit, or there is a jack.
Okay.
There is not a jack in this place. There is just the suit. Archie, do you suit up?
Yeah, I'm gonna suit up.
You suit up. What does Archie's entryway into the Nexus look like? What does Archie's brain put up as his dividing line between his brain and the connected Nexus?
I think it looks like the hallways of his universe, of where he got his doctorate from. Like basically,
Okay.
like kind of like their like library common
Yeah.
setup.
Yeah. You see that series of hallways lined with books, none of which have titles or writing on the pages. They are all blank. And then down at the end of one of the stacks, there's a door. The only door in this visualization that is not just painted in,
Mm-hmm.
but is a real physical door. At least to you. Do you open
I'm
it?
gonna go through it. Yeah.
And you go through it. I think with Archie's more academically regimented mind, you don't see bright colors floating through. You see every line of thought, not as a set of binary code, but as a set of hex code.
Mm-hmm.
The color represented in numbers.
Yeah.
And you float through the space. What is Archie focused on at this moment?
Archie's focused on however the fuck you pronounce that. Yggdrasil? Something. I'm close. That's fine.
Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil. Okay, that.
Yes. And you go ahead and give me investigation or lore.
Okay. So that's another 24. They're both the same. So I think I'm gonna go lore.
Lore. Okay. You get smacked by that same flood of information that hit Aurora. Give me your wisdom saving throw.
Oh, great. I have flat wisdom, so this is perfect. That's a 10.
Okay.
Keep on coming.
You had one
Shut up,
job,
Mark.
Archie.
Shut
One
up!
job, Archie.
Hey, no,
I'm
hey,
just
hey,
book smart.
hey. Y'all are assuming a 10 is a failure on the first check. This is just about, the first check is just about remembering who you are as a simple, as the information is downloaded into you, which you are able to do. You get all the lore on Yggdrasil of the past that still exists, the mythological one.
Mm-hmm.
And you are swept up in this information flow as you failed. Give me perception.
Christ. That's a 7.
7? Yeah, you're
Yeah.
caught in the flow. You're caught in the flow of this information. And you feel it's like being swept away by the current.
Yeah.
And you can feel other thoughts, other people's thoughts pressing in around you, even out in the physical world with your suit on. You can feel the pressure against your skin. But that pressure, anything that isn't feeling that push isn't you. So you are able to hold yourself together.
Beauty.
Go ahead and give me another lore check.
Amazing. That's a 23.
23. And wisdom saving throw.
Christ. Okay. All right. That's a 17.
17 passes. As you ferret through these thoughts surrounding you, pushing some away as not what you need and refusing to download them even because they are not what you're looking for. It is extra information. And you, I think, take a little bit of the entrance that you come through and picture the thoughts swarming at you like that. You are able to see the titles on each of these books, essentially, of thought, and choose which ones to put aside.
Okay.
And you see a book fly up. A bright green cover with Norse and the Nexus as the title.
Okay.
And you know from your mythological download that Yggdrasil originates in Norse myth.
Okay. Now, if I open it, do I have to make that beefy ass wisdom saving throw that... Okay.
Not necessarily. Not the nat 20 one where it reads your thoughts.
Okay. Then I guess, yeah, Archie's gonna open the book. We're gonna learn some stuff.
You open the book and you realize this is a military training manual on the Neural Nexus Guild. You're reading through it at the speed of thought, and you get the Nexus Guild coaches much of their code in mythological imagery from days past. In the most recent turn, we have seen that they've leaned into Norse mythology as symbolism and code to hide the intent of their constructions. Be on the lookout for anything that looks like a massive wolf, a eight-legged horse, a giant spear, or a tree that encapsulates everything. This symbology is very useful in identifying Nexus Guild members.
Interesting. Okay.
And it just goes
So-
on and on, giving more examples of like things from Norse mythology to look out for as symbolism.
Okay, so like this kind of stuff just feels like any kind of information Archie could have looked up on his own. Like he's not really finding anything that's to
Yeah,
him
but,
at
I mean,
least is jumping out as super critical.
So far, this feels like a typical Nexus experience. Yeah,
Yeah. Can I keep digging? Like I kind of want to see.
you
if
can
Archie
absolutely keep digging. Give me another lore check.
Okay. Natural 20 plus
Natural
6. That's
20?
a 26. I think that does it.
Beautiful. You think of Yggdrasil Nexus code.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all the hex codes around you. See where they're flying. And similar to Aurora, now that you are swept up in this train of thought, you're able to turn and see where it all leads to. Not a tree for you,
Mm-hmm.
but a massive three-dimensional spider web stretching in all directions.
Mm.
And it is pulling you towards the center.
Groovy.
Do you go with the flow?
Yeah, why not? I really don't have much of a choice to fight it, so I'm just gonna
could.
go. I
Theoretically.
could, but I'm not gonna.
All right, you
There's a difference.
you lean into the flow, moving along with this rush of information, and you land not on the webbing itself, but on a stone platform with what looks like an old-fashioned well in the center. And you hear "Ah! Ah! Ah!" a bird calling from deep within the well.
I think Archie's just gonna
On
peer
that nat
into it.
20 lore, you're going to peer into it? Sure.
Yeah.
As you peer into it on that nat 20 lore, I'm going to give you something for free here.
For free?
Yeah. You've just downloaded a bunch of Norse mythology, and that's what this is based on.
Cool.
As you suddenly recall a well of knowledge that in that mythology, king of the gods drank from to learn magic. And his two ravens that sat astride his shoulders. I need a wisdom saving throw, Archie.
Fuck me. Okay. That's a 14.
Okay. As you lean over and peer down into the well, it's still the sound of a bird calling almost, but you can hear the meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Drink deep of the water of life, Dr. Edric. And you notice a little handle to pull a bucket up out of the well.
Mm-hmm. Archie's gonna drink.
No sooner have you decided to grab the handle and pull the bucket up than it is done, and before you see crystal clear water. You cannot see the bottom of the bucket it is in.
Interesting. Okay.
Will you drink, Dr. Edric? Are you ready to pay the price?
Yeah, Archie's gonna drink.
As you lift the bucket up to your lips and tilt it, the water is pouring, and in the second before it touches your lips, you hear that "Ah!" again.
Mm-hmm.
A raven flies up from the bottom of the well and rips out your right eye.
Cool. Knew it. Vinny called
Water
it.
touches
That's
your
fine.
lips, and there is knowledge beyond your comprehension available to you. What is the first question on Archie's mind? What is the question closest to Archie's heart in this moment? What does Archie most want to know? This is not a pick and choose moment. This is because you failed to save. You tell me what Archie genuinely wants to know in his heart of hearts.
I'm like torn between asking it if his parents are safe or if Tony is who he says he is, and this is killing me.
Which one is more in Archie's heart? You've been told your parents are safe.
Yeah, I guess if Tony is who he says he is. Because now Archie's having a little bit of doubt.
A flash, just a split second of memory of Tony working tirelessly on his machine over and over and over and over. And suddenly you realize this is not one memory. This is days and days and days of Tony working himself until the point of exhaustion, jacking in while he sleeps, never allowing his brain to rest, always learning more, always needing to know more. And then you see him standing above this same well. And you hear, "How can I help everyone?" Not from his lips, but from his brain as the water drips down and the raven perches on his shoulder. And then you see flashes of Tony working with people that you don't recognize, but are clearly there with Sid. You see him being introduced and then meeting them separately, talking to them, working with them. You see, all right, I need someone skilled to get me the chits. I need someone, but it can't come back on us. And then you see a hooded figure opening a drop box, putting in a letter and taking another one out.
Oh.
You see Tony dreaming and sobbing as he is jacked in and sees the wanted in connection with flash up on billboards across the collective. And you see him reach over, still eyes closed, fully jacked in, to grab the jack and yank it out. As the tears stop flowing, and you feel it had to be done. And then nothing. And you're back in your metaphysical body here on this stone platform in front of the well. And the bird lands on your left shoulder. Huh? Are you happy with your answer?
I don't know.
He wasn't either. Do you want to wait for me, or wait with me for him?
Yeah.
He comes back all the time. All you have to do is sit and wait.
Yeah.
He'll be here sometime.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And you sit and wait and wait and wait. Out in the physical world, Mark and Lillian, you see that 10 minutes pass, 20 minutes, 30, an hour, 2 hours, and Archie does not move within the suit as he sits still here on the stone dock at the Well of Knowledge.
Hey, Archie. Hello. Is it
Nothing.
Lillian? Is it safe to just like take the suit off? I can't remember.
Risky, but not. There's a chance of failure. There's a chance we could lose him in there, but I can shut it down properly. I can shut it down properly. It's just a bit of a process.
Is it a thing of where the longer they're in, the worse it gets, or can we give them like another hour?
We could give him more time. It's just a matter of shutting it down at the port, initiating a forced pull-out.
That's fair.
You want me to get the process started? It'll take about 2 hours.
Yeah, we should. What can I do to help?
If you want to help me move things, that'll be enough. And she starts moving furniture out of the way to get to the access port for the network here in the apartment. And she's going to make her tech check with advantage because you're giving her help. Lillian begins to unplug, to disconnect Archie. Archie, you can suddenly feel yourself not fading, but being pulled back to that library-like room. Would you like to try to stop it?
No, I don't think Archie really, like, I feel like after witnessing all of that, he's kind of like in a defeatist mentality. So I think no matter what, he's just sitting there and waiting, kind of just like in a weird like freeze mentality.
All right. Yeah, you begin to feel it pull you away. And the bird cranes its head so that its beak is right next to your cheek as it sits on your shoulder. Huh? Are you leaving me? I thought we were waiting together, Archie.
We are.
Someone's taking you away from me.
No, he's gonna be here soon.
Someone's pulling you away. Don't you want to stop them?
It's fine. He's gonna be here soon.
But you won't.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Give me a perception check.
Is it all natural?
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
All right, go ahead and give me a luck check.
Fuck me! Alright. That's a 17.
17. You see not a body, but a piece of code moving, another one of those hex codes moving towards you. Almost like it's about to alight on the platform beside you. And you see it land.
What does it say?
It doesn't say anything.
What are the
It's
numbers?
just- I'm going to tell you what color it corresponds to because I don't have the hex codes memorized.
Fair.
It's like a chartreuse.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
And you see another raven fly out of the well and land on its shoulder.
I'm gonna try to touch it.
You reach out to touch it. Give me an insight check.
God damn it. Someone needs to improve their wisdom score. Because it's bad. That's a 12.
Yes, yes, you can shit your pants in that suit, Aurora.
I'm about to.
You reach out, brush your hand against this code, and suddenly you feel a hand brush against your cheek, and you can see Tony.
Is it like a physical thing, or is it all like purely like...
No, you can if you as physical as it gets in the Nexus, you can see Tony.
Okay.
Like Tony
All
is
right.
the one standing on this platform with you.
Bet. Tony.
Archie?
Yeah. Hey.
Hey. How did you...
Honestly, I don't know how I got here.
Where... What... Is this the thing you needed to do before you came to
No.
me?
No, I didn't want to message it to you just in case it was too... I need to get my parents out of here, and I need to get all the money out of my shop, and I need to get the fuck out.
Alright, Zed and I already got the cash.
Oh, perfect, okay.
Yeah, Zed and I went up and got the cash. This is... I can't wait much longer, Archie. I have to move.
I'm trying to get out of here as soon as I can.
Look, they took in 3 of my neighbors just an hour ago. They're gonna find me. It looks like there's about 3 hours between their sweeps, but I don't know how much longer I can keep Dale, Zed, and myself hidden. And you know, I'm lucky that I was able to time out their sweeps, because if they came by with sensors before I got the case shut on those solar chips, I mean that's so much energy. They'd be able to find it if it wasn't deadened in a heartbeat.
If you have to go, then go. I'll try to find you, but...
All right. I'm gonna... And he reaches out and puts his hands on your temples and rests his head against yours. And you know the coordinates of where he's going exactly.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
find you.
I'll tell you when we're leaving. I'm still at the apartment for now. Just if you could try to meet me there, I guess, or try to meet me close by, or if you can't, we'll meet down below.
I'll try to get to you as soon as I can, I promise.
Right. Are you okay? Out there?
I'm as okay as I can be.
Wait, oh my god, it took your eye.
It's fine, I don't need it. I've got one arm, I'll be fine with one eye. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Tony, it's fine.
Okay.
I promise.
I-
I'm coming for you. As soon as I get
you
my
see
parents out of
him-
the consortium, I'm coming for you.
As you speak, he looks at the bird on his shoulder. You can see its beak open, but you cannot hear it. And the bird on your shoulder looks over as well. Tony looks at it. Really? Are you sure? He turns back to you and tries to pull you in to a hug.
I embrace him back.
He holds you, sort of slowly rocking in place, just a little side to side, until suddenly you realize your back is to the well, and I need you to make an athletic. No. You're in a space of mind. I need you to make an intelligence check raw.
Okay. I can do that.
As the bird cries out, and you'll make this with advantage. As the bird cries out,
Sick.
Archie, run! Archie, run!
That's a 19 and I'm sprinting.
19. He releases the embrace, and you can feel his hands shove against your chest, and you begin to fall down into the well.
Oh, great.
And that is where we're going to end this session.
Yay.
Thank you all for joining me. I'm your GM, Chip. With me tonight, as always, I have Hooli playing Yakruta, Gabby playing Aurora Vard, Maggie playing Dr. Archie Edric, and
I'm in
of
danger.
course, playing Mark Swank Gedge. Check us out tomorrow. Check us out tomorrow night, where we will be doing our Chronicles of Aurelia game run by Hooli. Monday night for more Delirium, our Grim Hollow game. Thursday night for Tales of the Yawning Portal, the Redeeming Corruption, our Tales of the Yawning Portal game. And 2 weeks from today for our penultimate episode of Concentricity, Echoes of Eden. Bye-bye.
Oh no.